just in case. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's
Hi.
us. It's Trey, Jeremy, and John from NintenDomain Podcast, and we're doing a video thing for all of you on YouTube here, just because I'm sure, like us, you're just very much looking forward to the Switch 2 Direct tomorrow, and I thought that we could just do a little quick thing, our like last preview that we can do before the actual thing
I
happens,
know, literally.
because we're going to record our podcast tomorrow after Switch 2 happens. And we've John and I we've gone over our bingo cards before, but we'll do it again. We'll just go through it. Jeremy's got one here now that we haven't heard, and yeah, we're all like I've been kind of antsy all day. I'm sure you guys are as well.
Yeah, I've just
Just
been refreshing the news all day long.
yeah, well, I mean it's April Fool's. Like I just played Xenoblade all day, and that was pretty cool. But if only you had a Xenoblade to play, and it would make you feel better. But but anyway, yeah, I thought we'll just do our own little preview thing, throw it up on YouTube to everybody. So I'll probably put a link on Patreon too, so people can find it there. But yeah, let's. The only one who has not had a bingo card yet is
That would
Jeremy.
be,
So do you just want to start it off
yeah, I'll
with your
start it
stuff?
off. So yeah, I played it very safe with this one. Not to mention, I've had the joy of hearing everybody else's predictions by now. So I tried not to steal too many, but
Hopefully we
this
didn't.
feels fairly
Let's see.
informed. So I did I even did the four squares
Is Four
of
Squares of Hope?
of hope like John did. Top left one is Mario Kart 9.
Yep.
Top
Yeah,
right
that's
top right one is Mario's or as Prime 4 Switch for the what it's going to be like on the Switch 2. New 3D Mario and a new Donkey Kong. It's probably very
these are the
similar.
four squares of certainty.
Did you put those four as well?
Well, I mean, the Donkey Kong one is kind of up in the air. I mean,
It's a little bit up in the air, though. I heard a very interesting bingo prediction from someone today. It was from it was Good Vibes Gaming, I think,
Uh-huh.
that said that they think that the new Mario and the new Donkey Kong will be the same game. That it'll be a Mario Donkey Kong team up adventure.
mm.
Which I don't know. I think that has some sort of weight to it because look,
And Diddy
The Mario
Kong did.
Donkey Kong movie, the Mario Donkey Kong theme park attractions, Mario
I
and
mean,
Donkey
now
Kong
that they
movie.
saw how good the first Mario thing you did, maybe they are considering doing a something that's based off of a movie.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
and then
It's
Diddy
their
Kong
own
was so
property.
sad afterwards. He's just sitting in the corner, kicking the ground. He's like, "Man, I'll never be in a
Jumping up and
Donkey
down
Kong
on
game
his
ever
hat.
again."
last, of course, the Donkey Kong redesign, which he's clearly made to look more like he belongs in the Mario universe. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that has a little bit of something to it.
Maybe I don't know. I want Donkey Kong to have his own party without Mario. Get Mario out of there. But when I originally saw Donkey Kong Country when it came to me as a VHS from Nintendo Power, I thought that Diddy Kong was Mario because he was wearing a red hat. So there you go. But what
He
else
just
do you
got
have on there, Jeremy?
monkey-fied. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
going to start at the top. So my second score after Mario Kart 9 was Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Mm,
That's a safe guess every time. Not really,
not
but
happening.
after that, I said Xenoblade Chronicles 4. They're going to announce something about that. Uh, After that, some kind of AR travel game a la Pokemon Go. I'm thinking they're going to do something with
Oh
taking
yeah,
your Joy-Con off and going
like
around with it, like a Street Pass kind of thing, which actually I have that as another thing. So they're two separate things, but
like Dragon Quest Walk
yeah.
or the Monster Hunter one, like
Well,
Monster
not to
Hunter has
mention
one too.
based off that demo they had everybody play, but they couldn't talk about. It was kind of sort of
Mm,
like
yeah.
it seemed like it might be something along those lines. So anyway, that's an informed decision. And then yeah, then it was Prime 4 after that. The next line was Street Pass is back. Then I said Infinity Nikki, that's that open world like fashion game that's on the PS5 and I
Oh,
think
I
it's on
know
the PS4
about
as well.
Infinity Nikki.
It's great.
They
It's
practically did a whole VGA about it.
it's pretty fun.
Video Game Apocalypse. There's a bunch of them. They've been around for the past
They
like
have.
15 years. Yeah, the Nikki
The newest one,
series.
I don't know. It's enjoyable. It's mindless, but it's fun. Uh, After that, I said some kind of new like Miiverse kind of social media thing from Nintendo. Then I said F Zero. After that, I said some kind of second screen functionality because that's a dream of mine. But I didn't put it on any sort of place that where I expected it to really be a thing. But
Still holding the
that
cable
C
for the
button.
DS2 or whatever.
I don't know. That C button is
PS2.
important. Today there was like they pressed it and made a sound and everybody freaked out. So
Yeah, it made a really interesting sound, which I thought what we're talking about is from
Oh, I didn't listen.
Nintendo Today app.
I didn't listen to it. Did it make noise?
It made a noise, very distinct noise, which I can't figure it
I
out, but it sounds
I
like
couldn't
something.
I
Doesn't it
couldn't
sound to
place it.
you?
No, it sounded just like a kind of a generic arcadey kind of noise. I couldn't really pin it to any sort of Nintendo thing.
I thought
I
it was
mean,
like
if
a
it was a
classic
Nintendo
Nintendo
sound, it
sound.
would have been like, yeah, something from the 8 or 16-bit era.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it because I never have my phone on. I never have the audio up. It's always silent.
So anyway, yeah, I am holding the candle for that. Next, holding the candle for this one as well. Elden Ring on Switch 2. I think that would
It's a good possibility of
it
that.
would get a very
Yeah.
very solid adopt rate, and it would basically be the Skyrim of this round.
Sure. It's like half off on PlayStation Network. So
It is. It keeps getting
like here
cheaper.
on Switch, $60, $70, whatever.
Oh yeah, like that's what they did with Skylanders or no Skyward or
And
no,
you can wear a
Skyrim.
Mario suit or whatever. You can wear some Nintendo suits when you slay finger people or whatever.
So they didn't do that in Dark Souls. I would have loved to be Mario in that game.
Yeah, but Skyrim had had Zelda outfits.
That's true.
Had Link outfits and Bowser outfits in it.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's a possibility.
I guess it is. Next, some kind of Mario Paint art app. I've been influenced by everyone else to think that they're bringing that back.
I think is a pretty much sure thing.
I also said 3DS NSO because, yeah. And then after that, Baldur's Gate 3. Once
makes
again,
sense.
just one of those games, especially if it's got mouse controls. Damn.
Baldur's Gate featuring Mario. they gotta throw something in there.
Mario's Gate. Next, some kind of new Nintendo sports game. I'm still thinking they're trying to recreate the Wii. I feel like this is going to be like them trying to get this as popular as the Wii
Switch
was.
Sports 2.
Something
Switch
like
Sports
that. Yeah.
Resort.
Switch 2 Sports.
I can see that.
Switch Sports Resort. Switch Play.
A new Fire Emblem. Showing off mouse controls. Like I said, I'm being safe this one. Metaphor ReFantazio. I think that a lot of people have thought that's probably going to come to the Switch too, and it would print money if it did. Also, like you just said about the Elden Ring, they could sell it for full price again.
True.
After that, an all new Nintendo IP. Come on, it's time. We haven't had a new Nintendo IP since Pikmin. What?
Arms.
No, you're right. It's Arms.
Oh, yeah,
We
Arms.
we always
8
we
years,
always-
right?
And 1-2 Switch. I watched all
count.
of the Switch Direct, like the hour long
Uh-huh.
one. I watched it last night, and they gave a lot of time to 1-2 Switch. They really thought that was going to be something. Like
Really?
it's got like a good 20 minutes.
Well, it was like
It's
that at
almost
the-
like half the thing.
The presentation we went to, they made a huge deal out of it too. Like
Yeah.
you had to wear costumes and everything. While you
It had
played.
its own. It had its own room. Yeah, it had its own
Hard
like,
for
room.
games.
It had like a splash zone kind of room where if something crazy happened in there, it would stay confined.
Hard
Yeah,
for
you
Games
see-
had a bingo spot where it was a Nintendo game that they think is going to be the next big thing, but totally fails, like
Yeah.
1-2 Switch.
Yep. But yeah, it was funny. It was interesting to watch that again, just to see all the stuff that was in there, because it was like a live presentation with the stage and all that. The original one was, and people came out and like Suda 5-1 was there, and the Splatoon people, and it was a lot of stuff.
Well, I'm on the last slide. I can kind of fly through this. New 3D Mario, already said that. Wind Waker. We're finally gonna get Wind Waker. I even had, whatever, honorable mention, but I knew I was going out on a limb here. What if they released Wind Waker with Phantom Hourglass and the whatever the train one
Spirit
is.
Tracks.
The Wind Waker
As
collection.
like a trilogy, yeah, as a Wind Waker collection.
Interesting. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you'd have to rework the controls.
Maybe they
but
upscale them or something.
figure it out. Yeah.
After that, Mario and Rabbids 3.
No,
Mouse controls, baby. Mouse controls.
Yeah.
I think that's dead. The second one really didn't sell very well.
Yeah, well, Ubisoft seems like they have money to burn all the time.
Yeah. I like the second one.
They can always sell their games at a half off discount within, days.
That's why they don't sell, because everybody knows they'll go down.
Second to last one, and the last one I haven't mentioned yet, is Splatoon Quattro, Splatoon 4.
Yeah, that could happen.
There's
Splatoon
just
4.
absolutely no way they're not going to mention Splatoon 4 within at least the first couple months of the Switch. Maybe tomorrow.
I mean, Splatoon 2 was at the very beginning. Was at the first at
It
the
was.
hour-long Switch One
It
thing.
was
So
playable. Yep.
it was there. Xenoblade 2 was there. Even fucking Shin Megami Tensei 5 was there. Even though it looked much different, but it was
Yeah.
there. Like they had a lot of stuff right off the bat, and like yeah, and like No More Heroes. Like even before, well,
Half Brain Heroes.
no, Suda 5-1 was like No
Oh.
More Heroes. He was on there talking about it. He doesn't even say what it is. He's just like, I'm going to do something with Travis and it'll be cool. Well, because they did that bad Travis game, the Travis Strikes Back, and then they did the other one, the better one. The
I
No
think
More Heroes
Splatoon 4 could show up tomorrow, but the game probably is like another year out. Because it's only been like, what, 2 years since Splatoon 3?
Well, Splatoon 2 came out first year of, there it is on the,
There's the bingo card.
yeah.
That's the way Mario 1 scrolls on the Game Boy Color.
Cool.
Because of the resolution being different.
You want me to review mine real quick?
Go for it, yeah.
So yeah, I did mine like basically a month ago whenever the direct was announced. So
Did you? I thought you didn't do yours until I did mine, because I did mine like a few weeks ago.
I think I did it pretty much right after the direct was announced.
Oh,
I
okay.
did it a long time ago. I can't remember when.
You didn't share it with us if you did.
I did.
But I don't know.
I talked about it on the show.
I don't know. No, you did talk about it on the show. I guess, I mean, I thought it was a couple weeks ago. I guess that is almost a month. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Tell us what's on there again.
Metroid Prime 4, Shenmue.
Now does it count since it already happened with the other direct? Because I
think it will.
well,
appear in this
you
one
made
too.
a separate direct for yours, but I did mark off Metroid Prime 4 just because it happened to the other direct, so I counted it for mine.
I think it's gonna be.
But we'll probably see it again,
as well.
mentioned in some way, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah,
Somehow.
I'll give myself bonus X's if that happens.
Shenmue didn't happen in the last one last week, but I'm throwing it in again here this week.
Yeah, I don't think it will, but yeah, Shenmue plus the first trilogy, or Shenmue 4 plus the first trilogy.
Right. Likewise, Chibi Robo did not happen last week as I predicted, but it will happen this week for sure.
Could
when
happen
they
with the
also
GameCube
announced the
NSO.
GameCube NSO.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying like, oh, they'll never do GameCube NSO because those games are too modern and they could make money and do remakes and all that stuff with those. But there are so many games on the GameCube that people love, but like they're like niche games and but it's not like a sure thing that they would ever sell if they put them on a remake. And that's where GameCube NSO comes in, just like games like Billy Hatcher or Chibi Robo or games that people like, but they're not going to be like multi-million sellers. Why not make some money off them this way? Just put them out on NSO and make a little bit of money with this game that you're not going to do anything with otherwise.
I mean, Billy Hatcher is a Sega game.
Yep.
So I don't know if they would put that on there or not.
I want to play the sequel, Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher is the sequel to Billy Hatcher. I love it. And she's rolling around in a giant egg for some reason.
I'll say Billy Hatcher was a Sega game, so I don't know if they put that on there or not. It's like putting Kaiser Arcadia on there, which I don't think they'll put that on there either.
I mean, Sega in particular is pulling their classic games and doing whatever they're going to do with them. So maybe not. But the point is, odd games that don't have a chance at an actual remake. GameCube NSO is here for you. Nintendo Extreme Sports game. Yeah, I'm saying Wave Race, 1080, Excite, whatever. We need a new one of these somehow. It's been a long time since any one of those came out. Kid Icarus Uprising.
Yes,
a lot of folks been clamoring for that one. It's coming. Mario Paint for sure.
Proper dual analog. They'll probably make you do mouse controls, and it won't work that great. But I want one with proper analog.
Mario Paint, where they somehow keep penises from showing up.
Well,
automatically censored Mario.
Do a lot of monitoring.
All you can draw is sensor boxes. That's it. I think Mario Paint will come both as the old Super Nintendo game and a new version. If they're going to do mouse controls, people have been asking for a new Mario Paint for 30 plus years. People in Japan kind of got it with the Mario Artist series on 64 DD, but we never got one in here. So it's been a long time. Don't tease us with mouse controls and not give us Mario Paint.
What if they released the original Mario Paint, but you could upload that to the newest one and then use that within that game?
Could happen.
Like all in one package, Perhaps.
What like the Pokemon home of Mario
Yeah, yeah,
Paints?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, where you can you can make your stuff on the Super Nintendo one and add it to the new one. Maybe.
That'd be cool.
I want to find it. We need to find a way to get it off the actual cartridge, the original one. That'll never happen. But
Agreed.
it'd be cool.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I think they're gonna do that in
Oh,
like
I
a
forgot about
montage
that.
or something. They're gonna throw that in
Could be.
there. Say it's coming to Switch 2.
I think. I mean, as you've seen a lot of Nintendo startups or whatever their first things are. I think we're going to see a lot of third party stuff. So there's a good chance you'll see that on there.
So something did come out about that as far as Nintendo's phases of this launch.
Yeah,
And they say that
I've seen that.
third party games are going to be like phase two.
Well,
First phase is
no,
going to be
they said. Well, I mean, I saw that somebody said that some people may not have development kits, but
yep.
100% third parties will be at the beginning because they have to be there because they have to tell people that other people believe in it, other than just Nintendo. They're not going to like not have it up front. Like
sure.
you've seen every other launch, every other Nintendo launch has always had third party up front because even the Wii U had a good amount of third party stuff, just because you need that. So maybe won't be all of it, but you will see a lot of it, especially since Switch is finally getting into the realm where they can do a lot of these games that it couldn't do before. So I say no to that article. But I think they're going to do what they did before with the Switch, where they're going to do like one game a month from first party, like line it up where it's going to be like one big release a month from Nintendo
consistent. Yep.
going on.
That'd be pretty
going
nice
from here on out.
because
Because that's what they did.
Was,
That's what they did with the Switch, and it worked really well. So that's what I think. But we're gonna get a good amount of third parties up front. I think.
Can't wait for some
as
surprises.
We're going to get the IR camera back and better than ever. Erase your doubts about whether or not the IR camera is coming. It's coming back. There was some evidence to that, which if you look at the original Switch 2 launch video or reveal video, the sort of curvature around the top of the controllers, there's like an indentation or curve that sort of looks like the IR camera does on the current Joy-Con. So I think it's coming back, and I think they're going to do something bigger with it. They're going to make it improved. They're going to make it better so that more than 11 games use it. Yes, that's the actual number of games.
I thought it was like 6. I thought it was less than that.
It's 11. The IR camera. Yep.
It was pretty funny to see that direct too, where he's talking about the IR. It's like you can play rock paper scissors in front of it. It's like cool. What games are you going to use that for? Yeah. It's like amazing how little. I think the coolest thing it ever did was when you could make the little remote control car with the Labo. That's what I thought was the coolest about it.
I agree.
About the because you could use you could get like predator vision on there too, which show like
and my
cats
look creepy as heck on it.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Really cool. And you control it with the screen.
We get Super Mario Maker 3. It's been 5+ years, 6 years now since Super Mario Maker 2. And there's love for that series. People still play that series. Yes, people still play that series.
Well, you do.
I haven't played recently, but there's people who
you're the one that knows.
Mario Maker streamers who are still playing. I'm still seeing their videos getting posted.
Oh, sure, yeah. I would say you would be the one that would know because you've played it.
And even if you stopped,
hours.
I played it over 1,000 hours. And even if you stopped playing it for one reason or another, you recognize the potential with this game. Now you add on the mouse controls. Come on, it's a perfect showcase for mouse controls, and we're long overdue for a sequel to this. So, yep, Super Mario Maker 3 announced tomorrow,
and do better with it. Update it more often.
I love the idea of like a Mario Maker because I remember like one time I was over at Trey's and I'm sure you had done similar things, Sean, where you like play a level and then you like hand it over and you'll like add something to it and then.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, you could do that on Wii U because like all the controllers would work on it. So you could like design, one person could design it and the other person could hold like the Pro controller and you could throw it right to them. Like I don't think you could actually do that on 2.
You couldn't, but I think it'd be really cool to do that with where someone's using the mouse and they're in real time, like moving things Mario to jump on.
Here's the thing that people actually do make collaborative Mario Maker levels right now. They do it on Mario Maker 2. They don't do it live and interactive, whatever, but they'll like build a section and then send it to somebody who then copies it into the main.
How do you send it? Do you just send the cart? Like, how do you send it?
I don't know how they do it, but
It's in the
But
actual Switch.
you'll see the people who stream Mario Maker. They'll say this one's a collab between me and so, and they'll list like 4 or 5 different people who
Oh,
all worked up to the
sometimes
level.
you can like copy. Well, no, you can't. You can't copy elements in Mario Maker 2. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how they do it, but they do it. There's a workaround, I guess, and they figured it out. So this
But
is
you
like
can,
a natural thing.
Discord.
If you
yeah,
want to
it's
make
like you,
this like
yeah.
I think this is sort of the origin of my argument of I wish the Switch was more social. Going back to the when Mario Maker 2 was announced, like that's the major flaw with that game. The reason that it died off is because
Can't even,
the
yeah.
Switch's social abilities were like nil, and so with
True.
the Switch 2 being, we're all calling it a more social system. Like, come on, Mario Maker 3. This is like a perfect showcase for it. And the mouse controls. And like, it's been 6 years. Come on, it's going to happen tomorrow.
They
Um,
should really lean into like the Mario 3 element of it too.
yep.
Like 'cause everybody loves Mario 3.
Well, you couldn't even follow your friends on Mario
Couldn't even
Maker.
follow your
It
friends.
was
Yeah.
really it was really weird how
You couldn't share levels.
they made it really hard to
You couldn't say,
how
like,
you
hey,
did
I
it.
like this level. I think you'd like this level. Here, try this out. You couldn't make playlists. And
Yeah,
um,
somebody made like a separate app for that or whatever, or like made
yeah.
a better search. Like it was, yeah, I remember there's different ways to do it.
Yeah, that app worked great.
Yep. On top of that, it means not to harp too much on Mario Maker 3, but there's currently like a fan made 3D Mario Maker that you can download, you can try. I forget what it's called, but someone has actually successfully made a Mario Maker 3D version. And so what a great evolution that would be to bring
You
in
would, yeah,
Mario 64 or
you would
Sunshine or whatever you want, the 3D stuff.
you would need something in there to like it's like what's the reason for this being on Switch 2? Like Switch 2 is like bigger horsepower, so maybe try to make it more like Dreams or something like that, where you can
Make it more like Dreams, sure.
make the 3D worlds, and make it
And
a
the
3D
mouse control
Mario.
and the mouse controls and the social aspect, that would be the other two major things that are like, this is why it's on Switch 2. This is why it's something new that everybody's gonna love. Another thing,
Maybe you can make wonder levels too, where you like
yeah, make them all.
where you can turn into weird shit.
The Sims Legacy Collection, which recently came out on PC. I mean, this just makes so much sense that is like an iconic PC mouse game that is enjoyed by millions and millions and millions of people. And just slap that over onto Switch 2 as a way to say, hey, we're a mouse console now. You can play this. Another one, DS NSO. Yep, I think we're getting 2 NSO systems tomorrow. We're going to get GameCube. We're going to get DS.
Wow.
Yep, and it just makes sense to me.
Are we getting them
it's-
tomorrow, or are they going to be on the Switch too?
Well,
They're
I
going to be on
don't.
the Switch too.
I would say we won't get them on Switch One. Will it be like a similar thing where it's like you get DS for the regular level and you get the GameCube for like the expansion pass level, like because that's what they did with the Game Boy, because you had to have the extra money to do Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, maybe
Game
one
Boy
will be
regular
on
was on the
the
because they
paid
got to do
version
the
or
two
whatever.
level thing again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think they'd put them both out. They'd be like, all right, one is on regular and one is
I'm paid.
on the reg. Well, I mean, they're all paid, but it's
DS
like,
and 3DS.
Sure,
one
extra.
is a $20 level, one is a $50
Wii and
level.
Wii U.
Yeah, I think the DS would be the free one, and GameCube would be the higher tier. Not free, but you know what I
I'll
mean.
say they're all paid, yeah. But the
You can say
extra, the expansion pack level or whatever they call it.
I'm with Jeremy that we're getting a new Nintendo IP. Been too long. We're going to get a brand new thing that shows off the core of what this system is. And then we're going to get, I don't know, I said Rhythm Heaven on here already, but I don't think we're going to get anything
you
special.
got-
I'm going to take that off.
I mean, you did get rhythm. We did get Rhythm Heaven already.
We did.
So
We got it up.
So you
for,
could
I
mark
guess-
it off for the last one.
Yeah, just
And
leave
Rhythm
it.
Heaven's coming out in 2026, so it's
That is so
obviously
far
a
away.
Switch
Why
2
did they?
game.
Why did they do that? Why did they announce it? It's like
It could be.
2026. Come on.
I mean, it might be because the guy had laryngeal cancer and parts of his
Yeah.
vocal cords are gone. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's there's reasons. I mean,
I don't know. It could be that. It could also just be because they're like, there's something about it on the Switch 2 that they didn't want to announce yet.
yeah, I thought it was so
my
weird
theory.
that I mean, we haven't talked about the other.
I don't think
Direct
they're-
yet. That'll be on our next episode. But yeah, like just the fact that like Tomodachi Life and like Rhythm Heaven was like, I was like, yeah, Rhythm Heaven. It's like 2026, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Right.
All
It's like
right.
On
barely.
the
It's barely
15th
in
anniversary
2025.
of the 3DS launch.
Yeah, it was kind of weird that it was so far away. But also, yeah, the guy's been through a lot of shit. So give him a break. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's not ready to sing any songs yet.
We're gonna get Nintendogs. We didn't get a Nintendogs on Switch, which I think defies everybody's expectations. Like we should have got one. We didn't. But maybe it was just because Nintendo felt like, how can we do this different on the Switch? And they didn't figure it out. But well, with mouse controls,
And not charge people $60. I'm not paying $60 for a dog walking game. Actually, I don't think I'd ever buy Nintendogs again. To tell you
Hey,
the
think
truth,
about it this way: no
it
vet
would have to
bills.
be free with the Nintendo Switch Online or something. I don't think I'm ever going to buy that game again, unless it has interesting animals that you can walk or whatever. I don't know. It works much better as a handheld, I think. But
Same. I
Switch
mean,
is a handheld.
it's like a beefed up Tamagotchi, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
true.
I mean, I
But
didn't even I didn't even
it
buy the
sold huge
3DS
though.
one. I only bought the DS one.
It sold huge. There's huge potential, and people have been asking for it. So it's time. If we're going to use mouse controls, let us pet the dog.
And there's touchscreen as well.
Yeah, let us pick up the poop with the mouse control. I remember doing that in that game.
Oh boy, HD touch will replicate the warmth of the poop in your hands as you. Yeah. So focus on social. Said that already, but yeah, it's going to be a social machine. That's what that C button is for sure. When
C
when
is
they
for social.
It could be chat. I don't
chat,
know.
yep.
I think it's just C, just because of the Kate. It's A B. We got A B X Y, like C A B C. We never have a C button.
Well,
Well, I
another
guess we
sort of
used to have
hint.
this. We had the C buttons on 64, and we had the C stick on GameCube. So just going back to bringing the C around again.
I also think it might have. So I mean, it's not how they showed it, but it would make sense as an extra button when it was in mouse mode.
Maybe so. I
That's
don't
right
know.
where your thumb would be.
When they did that teaser on Nintendo today, they zoomed in on the C button as they made that noise, and then they put over that C button, they put the word today. So I think that would go to something that Trey said on the Slack. Like you're going to
Yeah,
be able to post
posting
on
to the
Nintendo
Nintendo Today app.
today. I think Nintendo Today has not fully revealed itself, perhaps, and it's connected to this C
So that's
button
going to be
somehow.
whatever their new Miiverse
That's
is.
what I was thinking.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
a
it was going to
Trojan
be.
horse.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I was thinking. That it was going to be like their own. Yeah, the new Miiverse. Since
It
you
was a
can't
very
post.
curious choice that you
Yeah.
just debuted an app called Nintendo Today, and then you
I still haven't been
did
able to
this
get that
thing
app to
that said
download
today on there.
because I forgot my
Oh,
password to my Apple account.
oh, it doesn't just take up. It doesn't just look at your face and then say okay.
It does, but for
That's what
whatever
mine
reason,
does.
it changed. I don't know if maybe there's an update or something.
Oh,
I haven't tried that hard. Fair enough, but from what I've heard, it's not all that exciting. So I haven't even looked at it.
Jeremy
they
mentioned this one
they
as
announced
well.
the Legend of Zelda release date
Yeah, but I
without
saw
even
that.
Movie
casting
release date,
anybody,
yeah.
which was really weird.
Jeremy mentioned this one earlier too, but I'm agreeing. Street Pass is going to return some way, shape, or
I
form.
hope so. Carry your Joy-Con around. That's how you
Mm.
street pass.
Yeah,
3D Mario, obvious one. Um, Sakurai Mystery Game is going to make an appearance. Now, maybe that is Kid Icarus Uprising. Maybe it's a separate new game. I think it's a separate new game. Um, I think the overall tone is going to be it's a safe direct, but with a hint of weird Nintendo. I think they're doing this for an hour. Apparently, they announced today the direct is going to be 1 hour long.
Nice.
I,
I
I
thought it was
think
going to be 45, but yeah.
nope. They said 60 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
roughly
today.
60 minutes.
I mean,
Yep.
like before today, I thought it was going to be 45 minutes, but it's longer than I thought. So, I mean, the other one was like an hour and 5 minutes. I think the presentation was.
Hmm.
So, I mean, you know,
I think that being said, they're gonna be careful to be like very clear and concise and pretty straight laced, but they got to throw a little bit of weird Nintendo
there's
dust
got to
on
be
there,
something memeable. They got to
right?
I
make.
mean, we'll
Somebody's
talk.
gonna hold at least one banana.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. But I mean, the Nintendo Switch One Direct was pretty much weird Nintendo.
It was.
So I
It
mean,
was
that was
it was
really,
pretty weird.
which I liked. I actually liked it a lot.
Tomodachi and Rhythm Heaven. Yep, cool.
There were three rhythm games in that Direct. 3 rhythm games.
Was
That's like the
Cadence
most rhythm games
Hyrule
we've had.
then, or was it after
No.
that?
No, I was talking about the Direct from last week. Last
Oh,
Thursday.
gotcha,
Had three
gotcha.
had 3 rhythm games in it.
That's true.
Super
It's like
Nintendo
probably
Mouse is coming back to go with that Mario Paint, to go with everything else. Animal Crossing. It's high time we get a new Animal Crossing, at least a peek at it. I don't know if it's ready to be fully shown, but certainly, absolutely, 100% at peak. It's been 5 years since
5 years.
New
Yeah.
Horizons. Believe it or not,
I bet that Super Nintendo mouse is actually not that fun to use, given like
probably
the
not. But
advances in mouses.
I mean, the NES controller isn't fun to use either,
Yeah, it is.
but they still sold
It's
it
perfection.
on Nintendo. I fucking hate the NES controller. I think it's pointy and ouchy. I don't like it.
It's so perfect that they just basically had the Wii remote be an NES controller.
Yeah, but that one's a little bit more curved. I mean, it's got less pointiness.
Well, yeah, so was the dog bone for the re-release of the NES, the top loader.
Yeah, but that wasn't the. But they didn't sell that on Nintendo.com.
Yeah, fuck
They
them.
sold the original pointy, terrible one that I
I'm
hate.
done with them.
Punch Out's coming back to use your original horrible pointy NES controllers on.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a new one. It's been 15 years, right? 15 years. And
Yes, 2010.
yeah, next level
Middle of that.
games is look. I think they
The
like that.
expansion
They like
for
that
it.
game,
Yeah.
and so they're gonna do a new one. I think it'll be something a little bit of an evolution. It's not going to be a simple rhythm game anymore. It'll be a little bit more like a fighting game. It'll have some kind of oomph to it. Yep. And then we're going to get, last but not least, my last prediction, we're going to get the updated NSO app.
Yeah,
You
and you're
think,
talking about the phone app, right? Not the
Yeah, the
not
phone
the
app.
NSO. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you mean like you think the NSO app's going to be its own thing aside from Nintendo Today, where it's also like a bigger hub kind of thing?
Correct. Yep. It's going to be something, aside from Nintendo Today, it'll be like,
It should at least like link to the eShop or something. I don't know why. Like the
yep,
PlayStation app, you can like go to the PlayStation Network and you can buy
buy your
games
games
through it.
on
Like
there.
why
Yep.
can't you do that through the NSO
Yes.
app? Like that seems like kind of a missed opportunity also.
You'll be able to do all of that. You'll be able to go on and request, say, hey, you want to play a game or whatever,
You know.
you can manage your achievements. And yes, I think achievements are going to be a real thing. They kind of were with this Switch,
The
but
Wii
I think
had
we're going to get a real
achievements.
one.
I mean, any developer can put achievements in their game. So
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they are they are in there. But yeah, it doesn't like have a thing that it doesn't have it where it all comes together and has to do with your profile or whatever.
Yep.
Like other systems. But Wii U did have achievements in the form of stickers that you could use on the
Yep.
Miiverse, which I kind of liked. That was Nintendo being Nintendo there. So, all right,
But yep.
all right.
Update.
I'm last, so I can go through my bingo card here pretty quickly. I have the 4 points of hope as well, as John was saying. My 4 points are pretty much all fighting games, but this one I think I'm going to be really surprised if this doesn't happen tomorrow. Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition with all of the bonus characters included. Street Fighter 6 is an incredible game. I was surprised it wasn't on. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised it wasn't on Switch. It wouldn't run very well on Switch, but it could run on Switch too because it came out for PS4 and PS5. So you can easily. Jeremy's very interested now. You're moving the camera in for the Street Fighter 6 talk here.
whoa, Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna rap to me or something.
What?
But yeah, Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition with all the bonus characters. That's what we're gonna get. It's gonna be awesome, and I can't wait to try to play through the single player again, where you get to walk around the town from Final Fight. Metal 4 ReFantazio. Jeremy already said that, but yep. And it's going to be full price, just like when they released Persona 5 for Switch
Yeah,
for
boy.
$60. Mario Kart 9, that'll be there. Release date and pre-order info. This is the one that has me the most stressed. I'm like, because now I heard rumors that maybe it won't go on sale till next week, and I kind
I
of just
think
want it
that's
to go on
true.
sale tomorrow because I don't know what I'll be doing next week. I might not be able to get it. I might be working. Like, do it now when I actually have time. I took the whole week off. Come on.
You took
So
the whole
that-
week off for Switch?
Yeah, I did. Well, I have nothing
Pretty
else.
awesome.
I mean, I'm just not delivering.
I think they're gonna do it next week because they want it to be orderly. They don't want people to like rush out.
They've done it so many times in the past. Like they did it all
Yep.
the time for the 3DS. Like where it's like, oh yeah, here's the Majora's Mask 3DS.
No,
it's open,
I will
it's
be
out now, and it
Different
sells out in
era.
2 minutes.
I would be shocked if we weren't just able to get it. Like, man, I still can't believe, like, thinking back on it, I just got it. It wasn't stressed at all about it. It's different this time.
Yeah, I was. Well, yeah, I remember being stressful for Switch One to get it, but yeah, anyway. Either way, we're gonna get release date and pre-order info tomorrow. The big one, I have it playing behind me for everyone who can see it now on YouTube. This is a little game called Tekken Tag Tournament, which was a launch title for Wii U. That's what I'm telling you. Tekken 8 is coming to Switch. It's coming to Switch too. Tekken 8 Ultimate Edition, whatever you're going to call it. Put it on there because I can only play Tekken 8 on PS5 and I don't want to buy a PS5 and I really want to play Tekken 8. So put it on Switch too, so I can play it. Damn it! I'm saying, and the Tekken Tag Tournament on Wii U, it had Mario costumes and Peach costumes and Bowser costumes also worked into it. So they've done it before. Namco and Nintendo are friends. There's a good chance we'll see Tekken 8 on there. A new Yoshi game. We haven't seen Yoshi in a long time. Bring that fucker back. I love that. I love that little dinosaur.
Make him cute in some novel way again.
Jess actually started playing Crafted World again, just to get back into it. And that game is a difficult game. Anybody who said it was not difficult never played it, because it's totally hard. I've said before it's much harder than a lot of the early Zelda games. But Doom: The Dark Ages, we're going to see some preview stuff about that soon. And Doom: The Dark Ages is actually coming out for Xbox Series S, so it could run on Switch too. And we got Doom 2016 like pretty soon for the Switch when that was announced. So it came out in the first year. So there's a good chance we'll see Doom: The Dark Ages, and I would like to play that game because it looks great. Metal Gear Solid Delta, we saw a lot of rumors about that. I think there's a good chance we'll see that on Switch because we got Metal Gear before. And we'll get it again.
Yep.
New Xenoblade game. Jeremy said that. I'm thinking about it too. I saw somebody mention this. I think it was on Nintendo Life. But the idea of doing like a Switch 2 like a 4K Xenoblade 1 through 3 Switch 2 version. And I kind of like that idea. I mean, that's like 500 hours worth of game there that I'd never be able to get through. But I would play the DLC stuff again in 4K. Just to see
starts the generation off
pretty
strong to be another Xeno console.
Yeah. But I'm sure they're up to something because, like I said, Xenoblade 2 was right at the front for Switch 1. So I think we'll see something else. New 3D Mario game. You guys already said that, but yeah, we'll see something from that. Persona 3 Reload. That's going to happen 100%. I mean, that was on PS4 also. It can easily run on Switch 2. WWE 2K25. That's a PS4 and PS5 game. I could see that happening. And yeah, we'll play it online on our multiplayer Monday stuff, and we can stop playing Fortnite and go back to wrestling games. But and I think that, I think that we're going to see native versions of the Resident Evil games that are on there right now for cloud. Like we'll see like Resident Evil 2 through 4, 7 and 8, but as native versions.
You think Resident Evil 4 remake, you mean?
Yeah, that's what
I hope so.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2, 3, 4 remake.
Y'all need to play that game. It's so good.
We have 2 and 3 and 7 and 8 on there as cloud versions right now.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see all those. And if not all of those, we'll see Resident Evil 4 on there for sure, I think. I mean, because that's PS4. Also,
they came out on the iPhone 15.
All the cloud games become real games, please.
Yeah, make them native games, and also give them to us for free if you already bought it.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think they'll do that, but give me Resident Evil Village for free since I already bought it and played through it twice. New Animal Crossing. You guys said that. I mean, I think that's going to happen. Monster Hunter Wilds.
I did not say that.
Well, John did.
Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, that's a good call.
Somebody else did. Said there'd be a new Animal Crossing. I think John did.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter Wilds. I think that's going to happen. Capcom, very close with Nintendo.
I don't know. I really liked that they made one for. I don't know. I'd love it if there was another thing like Rise.
Well, maybe they'll do their own special Nintendo one, or maybe. Well, I mean, they said that Wilds
Rise is so good.
Scale back really. So I don't know. But Wilds, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth on Switch 2. That was rumored a bunch of times. I think that's going to happen. Just because I really want to play this game. Forza Horizon from Xbox. Just put it on there. I want to try it out. I like racing games. Apparently that's a great racing game. So let's try it out.
That's got story stuff in it, right?
I don't know. I mean, I just heard people like it. Like, I think it's like open world racing. Maybe there's story stuff. I just want to try it out. And we already mentioned this, because it's a mouse thing. There's going to be a game that's just about mouse control. It's going to be all based around mouse control. That'll be their big killer app. Maybe up front. Maybe it'll be a pack-in game. Who knows? Let's do a pack-in game. I haven't done that in a while. My other corner of hopes is Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which also came out for PS4. That could be on Switch too. Do it so I don't have to.
That's an actual game title.
That is the game title. Yes, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. It doesn't even have Majiba's name on there at all. I thought that his name was in there somewhere.
That was actually what Elvis was calling one of his last tours originally.
Probably. Netflix. We're going to finally have Netflix on Switch too. and you're going to be able to play the games that you can play on Netflix on your Switch.
Like
So,
the Stranger Things games.
yeah, or well, I mean, I do have a Stranger Thing game actually for Switch One. Never played it, but bought it. New Nintendo Switch Online. I didn't say what, but probably GameCube, maybe DS. We'll see. A new social media app, which they kind of already said Nintendo Today, but I think Nintendo Today is going to become an app that you can post to also. And my last one, but definitely not least, Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Also, you jerks. City of Wolves is the newest Fatal Fury game, and it looks really sick. I've watched a lot of great streaming of it, and I really want to play it. So put it on Switch so I can play it. I know that we have Terry Bogard in Smash, so there's a good chance we'll get Terry Bogard's new game on Switch too. And that's my bingo card. And
that's our bingo cards.
And that's our episode. I mean, is there any? Oh, I was going to say really quick. What is the number one thing on your bingo card that you want to happen more than anything else, Jeremy?
Definitely. Okay, second screen functionality, absolutely.
Second screen.
Always and forever, Chibi Robo.
Chibi Robo. Let's see. My number one thing that I want more than anything off of my bingo card is. Fuck, I don't know. I should have answered my own question. Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition.
Wait, really?
Or maybe City. I don't know. I want one of the fighting games. I mean, Street Fighter 6 is really good. Yeah. Either that or Tekken 8 or City of the Wolves. I want one of those games that I can't get on other things.
You want a badass fighting game that you can use your leverless on.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want. And I could play.
As far as
my other online friends will get it, and we can play multiplayer.
As far as system improvements and not games, a focus on social. That's what I really want. Just make it a social system, please. Do it all right.
Sure. And on a level from 1 to 10, how nervous are you about the direct tomorrow? Or you're
nervous?
How angsty are you?
I'm angsty specifically only about being able to get one.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, I would say on a scale of 10, 10 being the worst, I'm probably at like 6 or 7 because I'm also going to be at work. So yeah, it's going to be harder to pull myself away to.
Yeah, about the same. I'm not anxious about the quality of the direct. I think it's going to be great.
Are both of you guys working tomorrow?
Yes. I won't be able to watch it until about it was 1 o'clock my time.
Same. I'll have to wait until a little later.
I'm setting my alarm, and I thought about trying to stream it.
So just like we did, post in that channel on Slack, and we've been good about that. But
yeah. No, I'm going to get up early and watch it because I think there's a chance that it might be up for pre-order, just in case. Because if it isn't, and I slept through it, I'll never forgive myself. But yeah, I think that's good for our prediction episode here.
Yes.
If you like listening to us, go to NintenDomainPodcast.com or go to Patreon.com/NintenDomainPodcast and listen to our episodes. There's a bunch of them. We got 464 of them out there. Plus 71 expansion pack episodes. And if you're still like feeling like really, like you want to know more about Switch 2, tune in to twitch.tv/NintenDomainPodcast. I'm going to stream some Xenoblade Chronicles X and see if anybody wants to come on and talk to me about Switch 2 predictions. So I'll do that probably in like an hour or so. So check that out there. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Like the channel or whatever. See you next time.
Thanks for watching our little bonus episode. Bye.
Bye.